Wake that ass up.
Get up and get turned up with DeDe in the morning.
We get wild a bit.
You know I love coffee. I'm a coffee drinker.
Yes.
How many cups of coffee, Jade, would you say I drink a day or in the morning?
On a slow day, 8.
Well, okay. She's close. It is about 8, for real.
Seriously.
Well, this man has some coffee, and we've been hearing about this coffee. JJ told me about it and everything else. Y'all got to welcome. I mean, this is the great. I'm talking about the greatest, one of the greatest. Y'all got to welcome Dikembe Mutombo.
Wow, legendary.
Legendary, yes. All right.
Yes.
That's right.
18 years you played in the NBA, huh?
18 years.
18 years. All-Star, how many times were you an All-Star?
8 times.
Wow. Okay.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's
I
happening.
mean,
Don't forget.
DeDe, he gave you the finger. You gave you the finger. He said,
That's
no,
classic.
no.
That's classic.
Don't
He was
forget.
like, yeah, don't forget these stats. I still got game.
Yeah. I love the finger. I think because that was I read that story about you where you said you didn't even realize you were just having fun, and when you did that, everybody wants you to do that. They walk up to you and do the finger.
Yes, it's very classic. It's something that never happened. I'm so happy that I've created something. I didn't think it was going to be such a magical thing, and it would go in the history forever. Now everybody becoming no.
Mm-hmm.
I was just trying to have fun and protect the basket. That's all I did.
And you did protect the basket very well.
Yeah,
yes,
you did.
did.
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
Yes, you
Hey,
did.
hey, real quick, man, since you know the finger is so iconic, do you remember the first game you did the finger to and who it was on?
Well, that's a good question, my brother. I wish I can remember. All I know that it was my rookie days.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Okay.
rookie days.
So that's when you was with Denver then, correct?
Denver Nuggets, yes.
Denver Nuggets, correct. Okay.
So again, you know, I was telling about I am a coffee drinker, and we're going to get to the fact that you have a coffee now. But can I just say this? I think we just recently saw you. What was it? What weekend was that? At the NBA All-Star Weekend with all of the greats and everything else. What was that like?
That the NBA All-Star Weekend is one of the greatest weekends ever in the world sport. When all of the great sport men, especially great basketball players, come together to display the gift of the talents in front of to their friends, and the world see them. And it was wonderful just to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of wonderful, you're also a Hollywood star. We were just talking about this before you got on with us. You were in Coming to America, the reboot, and we were like, OMG, that's Mutombo. Like, how was that filming that?
It was great. I think I was lucky to get a call to come to just have 2-3 minutes in the movie, but it was a great spotlight, especially the movie that speak about my culture, speak about where I come from, speak about the African kingdom. It was just great. I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
All right, so I will just say this real quickly. Let's talk. We're going to talk about the coffee again, but I also, as I'm reading about, and I had already seen a story on you. The way you give back to your community, your country, is just, I mean, it's so admirable, and we take our hats off to you, and definitely clap for you for that. I mean,
yes,
absolutely.
Tell me about that. You know, and when did you first start doing that? And was that the goal when you first got in the NBA to make this money, was to go back home and to take care of family and community?
I come from a very deep Christian family that go back all the way from my great-grandfather, who was a church planter. My grandfather was a pastor. My dad was a deacon. My mom was singing at the church, and for my mom's side, my grandfather from my mom's side was also a pastor. So I carry on that church value and the good faith of knowing where you come from, make sure the people in your community are good. And when I was lucky and being fortunate to make a good money, and I felt that what was happening back home, I felt like I have some moral duty to do something positive. And when my mother passed away in 97, and I decided that, no, There's a lot of women who are dying because they cannot make to the hospital. There's a lot of women who are dying because they don't have access to a good health care. And I said, okay, how about building the hospital, which will be something momental and would also bury my mother's name. I said, okay, I will go out and maybe build a hospital and then put my mom's name on it. And I did it with my own money.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
But
Wow.
now we're talking today, the hospital, they have treated more than 900,000 women and children. So I'm very happy with it.
Wait. So you opened up the hospital with your own money, and the hospital now has treated how many people?
900,000.
Wow, that is amazing.
That's making an impact. We are talking to Dikembe Mutombo. 18 years he played in the NBA, 8 times All-Star. I didn't realize somebody just said 4-time Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say that because
okay, I got you.
Come on, Doc. My resume is a little bit longer. You gotta keep going.
And you know what? And you deserve all of it. We need to give you yours, give you your props, your flowers. We got to give you your flowers, definitely. And speaking of, one of the reasons why we also need to give you your flowers as a philanthropist, which we just talked about before we took a break, opening up that hospital, naming it after your mom, and taking care of, listen to this, 900,000 women and children.
Amazing.
Which is just beautiful. You're working on something else as well, right?
Yes. 3 months ago, I just opened a new school. In memory of my father. That go from kindergarten to 6. And next year, we're opening the 7th grade. So we'll be moving grade by grade for a year. And we start the school with 420 kids. We provide the uniform for them, free tuition. We're feeding them twice. These are great. The school is built in my father's village. And it's just wonderful because, as the Bible says, people perish because of lack of knowledge, and providing the education is the most powerful weapon that you can give to any kids, like Nelson Mandela said. And I'm glad that I'm fulfilling my duty.
Right. It seems that, Dikembe Mutombo, big time, NBA player, makes a lot of money, millions, we know. Did you buy yourself anything? Did you ever splurge? Because it seems like you give so much to so many other people. Did you ever splurge on yourself, and what did you buy?
My theory is that we have a beautiful home and I have a beautiful car. So.
Oh, what kind of car? What kind of car do you have?
He said, no.
Dad, I'm not going to come talk about my car on TV on the radio.
I mean, we were like running down the resume, so I figured you might.
I'm happy with the blessing that I have to be on the shoes that I am on. And I felt like I have to keep blessing others. Yeah. Because what they say, what we make as a money is a living. But what we give is we give a life. And by saving other life is very important than anything else.
Yes. That's so awesome.
How nice. I like that. All right. Well, listen, let's talk about the coffee, though, because I am a coffee drinker. Tell me about the coffee. What made you do it? Like all of that. You drink coffee, I take it.
I do drink coffee. I will not be up and get myself going after retiring from the game without my coffee. So I love a coffee. I come from the continent and a country that produces some of the best coffee in the world.
Yes.
I felt like there was no Black representation on the coffee table, where the price or the commodity being traded, you don't see no Black person. And I felt that if we're going to do it, we got to find a way to be on the table and to have somebody also talking about the coffee that we drink every day. And that one of the reasons really pushed me to go to the coffee industry, because I felt like we was not represented. And I come from the country that producing the coffee. And the second reason was just almost 92% of the coffee farmers are women. Those women are our mother, our sister, our aunties, our daughters, our grandma. And Nobody talk about them. Those women are big entrepreneurs. They leave their home every day. They go on the field. Sometimes they climb the hill from 1,000, 2,000 feet because most of the coffee are built on the hillside because of the altitude. They create the best coffee on the mountain. And they come home where they've been in the field for more than 12 hours. Sometimes there's no water there. There's no bathroom. There's no good sanitation. And they come back in the village. There's not even a clinic. So we're investing on those women to make sure that they have a better life. So I want to speak about those, and I want to talk about the cause. You know, I'm all about women because I care a lot too.
Yeah, I love it. What about when can people get the coffee, where, and everything else?
You can get your coffee by going to www.mutombocoffee.com. And we got more than 24 to 27 selection of Mutombo coffee. And you can pick the one you want and buy it. You know, it's only $20.
I love it.
You get yourself a good bag and we ship it to you. And you tell us how you like it.
All right. Mutombo coffee. I'm going to have to go get me some. Go ahead,
Look,
JD.
27 flavors, DeDe. You got a lot to choose from.
Yes, I do.
Okay, before you go, I got to ask you, who was the toughest, if you only could pick one? You were Defensive Player of the Year 4 times. Who was your toughest opponent to defend while you were in the NBA?
I would always say that Akeem Olajuwon.
Yes, I see it. I can see it.
Dream was
The dream.
making people to dream about. You know, every time you have to go play against him, and you have to dream about it because you know you're gonna get your 40 or you're gonna get your 45. And I was making sure through my career that he doesn't get 35, otherwise I will break his head. So I was coming ready. It's not like I would say, oh, I'm Dikembe Mutombo. This man is not going to score for me. I know he's going to get his number, but as I tell my teammate, I said, please, y'all need to look after me here because this man cannot get 35.
Wow. Okay.
He was just a beast, man. He was good, and he was the MVP on the block. He was very dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, listen, I know you got to go. I know you're a busy man. You're a philanthropist and you're an entrepreneur and you got a lot going on. But before you go, there is a battle there's a conversation or a debate that the world won't stop debating about. And that would be, who is the GOAT? Who is really the GOAT on the basketball court? Would that be, or who's better, LeBron James or Michael Jordan?
Come on, DeDe.
LeBron?
Are you serious? Asking me about this question.
LeBron?
You know MJ's the GOAT. Come on.
Thank you.
Thank you. There you go. Let them know.
Never underestimate the heart of the true champion.
Ooh, the true champion.
True champion.
Okay.
I like it.
All right.
DeDe is sick.
Come on. MJ did it, and he did it with one team. Thank you. I rest my case.
Hey. Hold up, Mutombo. I got your back.
No. Not today.
You know what? I love it. Thank you so much for certainly being on the show this morning, having some fun and giving us some insight into the NBA. LeBron is still good. Now, listen, he's the GOAT. Listen.
Nobody didn't say LeBron's not good. LeBron is your generation. That's why.
I love LeBron, okay? I think he's great.
He's good.
He said he's good. DeDe Mutombo has spoken.
We got video. One day people will also say Bill Russell was not good. Don't forget, he won 11 championships.
Right.
In 10 fingers.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And I've said that about. I agree with that.
Don't talk about.
Yep.
So
I agree with that.
Wake up. Talk about that man, what he did in the basketball court.
I agree. We end up doing that. We just dismiss people and what they've done when somebody else new and shiny comes along. And you're absolutely right. We need to be doing that. Hey, real quick, tell them everybody again how to get the coffee.
You go to the mutombocoffee.com.
All right.
You can choose any coffee that you want. We will ship it to you.
All right, there it is, everybody. I love it. Give it up for this man right here hanging out with us this morning. Y'all clap it up. Dikembe Mutombo.
Wake that ass up. Get up and get turned up with DeDe in the morning.
We get wild a bit.